You are my friend.
This is one of my favorite scriptures that changed my life. This is Psalms verse 27, verse 10. This scripture particularly changed my life because I was able finally to identify with who I was through Christ, who He said that I was, and not that who I said that I was. In my time of seeking Him out, I did ask Him to reveal to me who He said that I am and who He is. And He revealed to me that He is my Father and that He has been my Father. Sometimes in life, especially in my situation, I did make my circumstances bigger than Him, focusing more on my faults of my parents and complaining to God about them. And in that time, He definitely, took notice to the things that I said and revealed to me, hey, stop complaining about this. I've been your Father. Everything that you need is in me. Come to me. I will supply all of your needs. All the things that your parents didn't do, I will fix it. I go before you and fight for you. This was just so wonderful to me, especially as a female that didn't have a biological father, a part of her life, and did search for love in all the wrong places. Sometimes we commonly try to fill a void that we have when we don't have our parents a part of our lives. That can only be filled with Jesus. And I just thank God for revealing that to me because my walk is different, my talk is different, and I have a different confidence now that I did not have before, because I didn't realize who my father was, who I was, and who he is to me. So I definitely suggest going ahead and meditating on that scripture. You can go ahead and leave a comment below if you have already read this scripture, how it has changed your life, how has not having a parent a part of your life impacted you, or if you did have your parents a part of your life, how has it impacted you with knowing who you are. Especially when you get older, your identity is something that is very important, especially if you're not taught that at a young age. So I definitely do go ahead and urge all of you who watch this video that if you haven't already asked God to reveal to you who He is and who does He say that you are. Thanks again for watching. I'm going to go ahead and share my products with you that I used to get this look today. So the first thing first I like to do is carve out my eyebrows with a lash glue by Dual Lash Glue. It's clear. It dries very fast. Once that has dried, I like to line my eyebrows with the Morphe brow pencil. I use the shade Java. Once that has been completed, I like to carve out my eyebrows using one of my favorite concealers by MAC Cosmetics Studio Finish concealer. It's cream in the shade NW45. Once I've gone ahead and finished that, I like to go ahead and bring down the concealer on my eyelids and set my eyelids with a translucent setting powder by Laura Mercier to prepare my eyes for my eyeshadow. The palette I used today for this look is the Sephora Pro palette in the shade Warm. This is discontinued. Then I went ahead and I lined my eyes with an eyeliner that's liquid by e.l.f. Cosmetics. It looks like this. Once that's completed, I went ahead and tightlined my waterline with the Shingar eyeliner. It's a Kajal eyeliner. Once that has been completed, I went ahead and did my mascara. My favorite mascara. It's by Lancome. It's called the Idol, and it looks like this. So once I did that, I went ahead and highlighted, sorry, not highlighted, but placed my primer on my face. I used a gripping primer by NYX. It's actually called First Base Primer Spray. It is a spray that gives you a smooth finish, grips your makeup, and locks in all day. Once this has dried, I went ahead and also primed again with a glowing primer, illuminating primer. It's called Wonder Glow by Charlotte Tilbury. And this is an instant soft focus beauty glow primer. This is great for creating a luminous glow. It has a micro gold finish to it. Once that has completed, I go ahead and with one of my favorite foundations. It's by NARS Cosmetics. It's called the Sheer Glow Foundation. This does not come with a pump. You have to buy this separately. I think it's like $4 or $6. So once I go ahead and put on my foundation, I like to contour with a cream contour by Black Radiance from the True Complexion palette in the shade Medium Dark. I like to use this shade on the end, the very first shade, to contour my jawline as well as the perimeter of my face and my nose. Then what I like to do is go in with another setting powder underneath to define the areas. First before I do the setting powder, I like to use the Fenty Beauty concealer This is a matte concealer, but it is hydrating. This is in the shade 410. I underline underneath. Go ahead and blend that out with a blending brush, and then you're going to go ahead and set it with your setting powder. My setting powder of choice that I like to use is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This is the travel size, the mini one. After you've gone ahead and done that, what you want to do is also conceal underneath your eyes, the base of your forehead, your nose, above your cupid's bow, and your chin. And then I also went ahead and highlighted my face with another great concealer by Marc Jacobs Beauty, which is a cream concealer. It is hydrating, gives you a nice soft focused look. It looks like this. Once I go ahead and blend out those concealers, I like to go ahead and set it with this translucent powder again. Then before we set it with this, we're going to go ahead and set it with the Micro Smooth Sephora powder. This gives you a smooth look underneath your eye, so there's no creasing or crumpling of the products. And then you set it with this. And you can also use this all over your face, which I also like to do. So not only did I set it in that area underneath the eyes, but around my grin line, this area right here and right here. And then next, what I like to do is take my bronzer that I like to use. This is the Kevyn Aucoin, the Neo Bronzer in Sundown Deep. I like to bronze my jawline, the perimeter of my face, and contour my nose with this. Then after I went ahead and done that, I go in with a blush from Lancome that I really like. It's called a Plum. This is their blush Subtil. So after I've went ahead and went in with my blush, I like to finish with this blush by NARS Cosmetics. It's Orgasm Cream Blush. I use this on top of the other blush to intensify it. After I went ahead and did that, I go ahead in with my highlighting powder on my nose, the high points of my cheek. This is NARS Cosmetics. This is in the shade St. Barb's. I use this to highlight. And then after I went ahead and did that, I go ahead and do an all-over glow with L'Oreal True Match Mineral Powder. This is continued. I just blend everything in and bring everything in together with this powder. And then after I've went ahead and did that, I go ahead and set my face with one of my favorite setting sprays, which is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Once I have sprayed my face thoroughly with that spray, after 2 minutes of letting it air dry, I like to press in the rest of the product to marry everything together with a fluffy brush, all over powder fluffy brush. It looks like this. This is the Color du Jour brush. These are discontinued. She has revamped the brand. There's different brushes now. So after I've did all of that, I like to go in for a lip combo with a lip liner by NYX. This is in the shade Chestnut. This is, only a little bit left. I like to line my lips with that lip liner. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with the good old MAC Cosmetics lipstick. This was a limited edition. It's no longer carried. You can probably Google it online. This was a part of the Aaliyah collection. This was in the shade called Try Again. It's a matte finish. So I go ahead and bring the look together with also one of their MAC lip glosses. And this is in the shade Spite. It looks like this. And there you go. That's how I created this look today. So this is a picture of the final look of the look I had created with those products that I had showed. I will post the product linked in the description box below. Also, please let me know any type of videos that you would like to see or questions that you have about this particular video or the products that were used. However, I will post the links to the things that are currently available. As I did mention, some of the products are discontinued. However, I'll post the links to the things that were revamped of the initial product that's no longer available.